Final report of the commercial starship Nostromo. Third officer reporting. The other members of the crew: Kane, Lambert, Parker, Brett, Ash, and Captain Dallas are dead. Cargo and ship destroyed. I should reach the frontier in about 6 weeks. With a little luck, the network will pick me up. This is Ripley. Last survivor of the Nostromo. Signing off.
Ripley? I'm Samuels. I work for the company. It's about your mother. We think we may have found her, Amanda. A commercial vessel, the Anisadora, has recovered what we believe to be the flight recorder unit of the Nostromo.
Where?
Zeta Reticula.
What did it tell you?
We don't know. The unit was taken to Sevastopol station. It's proprietorial material, so the company wants it to be collected as soon as possible. Sevastopol's a supply depot in the region. It's a permanent free port facility.
I know what it is.
Transit's arranged. There's a courier ship called the Torrens heading out that way in 2 days. We're going to travel out.
We?
Me and another exec. And you, if you're willing. Look, Ripley, when this job came across my desk, I read the case history. I know why you're working in the region where she went missing. You're still looking, aren't you? I've been cleared to offer you a place on the Torrens if you want to come along. Maybe there'll be some closure for you.
Alright, so we're just waking up out of cryogenic sleep. Sign in here. There we go, Amanda Ripley. So, if you're not familiar with the Alien franchise and didn't quite understand what was going on in the last kind of beginning cutscene, you play as the daughter of Ellen Ripley, which in the Alien series is the main character. She's the one who all the bullshit happens to put it lightly. And sort of just like what happens to her, you're now playing as her daughter, and she kind of has her own experience, and this is what this game is about. So to me, this is like a movie. It's a very long game that plays like a movie and ties into the movies for me. I'm a huge fan of the Alien franchise, so this was like, they did an amazing job. I can't get over the detail, the little thing, like nothing's been missed. And if you haven't seen those movies, I would suggest watching them, especially if you play and enjoy this game, or watch this and enjoy watching it and think that, wow, this game is detailed, it's amazing. Like, you know, go watch the movies too. I know they're old and they can be sort of I don't know, some people call them corny, outdated, whatever. I mean, they're old sci-fi movies. What more do you want? And the Alien series was the greatest series of sci-fi movies ever created, so... So it's kind of like a little sign-in station, emergency station you can call it. It's where you save. Kind of logs you into what area of the ship that you're on. I guess we'll go see Samuel first. Yeah, he's down there, okay.
Ah, Ripley.
Samuels.
Every room is just so detailed, it's crazy, I can't get over it.
I was just inspecting the Torrens facilities. A well-maintained ship. I realize it's a very similar model to...
The Nostromo.
Yes, M-Class. A later pattern, but close in spec.
I've worked engineering jobs on ships like this.
Of course. Is Taylor...
I just had to open that. It's just nostalgic.
Haven't seen her. I'll go check on her.
So again, if you haven't seen the movies, the Nostromo was the ship that her mother was, I wouldn't say stationed on, but worked for anyway. Where everything sort of started. Because in the movies, this game's pretty cool as well, because in the movies, the only thing we really learned about her daughter was that basically Ellen Ripley, her mother sort of outlived her.
Good morning.
Because she was in cryogenic sleep, so...
I very much doubt it's morning either. Sorry.
Debbie Downer over here.
I feel like death. I don't know how you people put up with hypersleep regularly.
You get used to it.
I don't do long haul very often. Most legal execs don't travel further than the coffee machine.
I'm surprised Weyland-Yutani felt the need to send legal at all.
The loss of the Nostromo and its cargo cost the company a lot of money. It's important we find out what happened. If I can close the case with a conclusive accident report, it'll look great with my superiors. I'm sorry. That was insensitive. I realize your mother has been missing for 15 years, and you...
It's okay. We'll both get what we want, right?
Have you seen Samuels? He's probably been up for hours.
But yeah, so this kind of lets us pick up in between and find out how Amanda sort of lived her life, at least, 15 years after anyway.
We're up.
And we're supposed to go in here. Oh, okay, yeah. For a second there, I was like, why is it locked? I talked to everybody. But just everything, like the little computer monitors, the buttons, the entire ship itself is amazing. Like when you first play this game, and this is what you see, you know it's going to be a good game. Like just the detail is immaculate. It's crazy. You really can immerse yourself in this, this world.
Had a restful journey.
Just stand in front of me, bro. God damn.
She was a wreck when I bought her. Took a few years and a lot of contracts to refit. She pays for herself now.
You said we're approaching Sevastopol.
Can you imagine buying a ship?
I believe
Or
your
not buying a
contact
good
is
car.
Marshal Waits, is that right? I'll hail Sevastopol and arrange boarding with him.
Good. Let's get this done.
Don't worry, Miss Taylor. Routine. In and out. Connor, how we doing?
SMG loaded and calibrated. Approach vector locked.
Prep comm so I can say hello.
Channel open, Captain.
Does everyone
Who's
have their
talking?
documents?
There he
Watch
is.
the approach on the monitors.
Okay. Do I get to sit and watch? Do I get to sit down or? Oh no, here it is. Right.
Can we see it?
Switch to monitors. Sevastopol Station.
Is that damage?
Looks like damage.
Punch up 74, tight angle.
Looks like the dry dock bay is screwed.
I can't bring the Torrens into that.
This is the commercial vessel Torrens out of St. Clair, registration number MSV7760, calling Sevastopol Traffic Control. We're carrying 3 passengers on a whale in...
Tawny Bond, you're holding the Nostromo flight recorder unit. We request immediate permission to transfer the passengers port side over.
This Waits, Colonial Marshal, Sevastopol State, serious situation.
Hello, Marshal? Marshal, this is the Torrens. Say again? The station's comms seem pretty screwed up, so I fitted Samuel's suit with a radio booster. I can only keep the Torrens in transit for 24 hours.
You'll have heard from us by then.
Safe trip.
Stand by. My contract doesn't cover bloody spacewalks. It's the only option, and it's perfectly safe if you do what I tell you. Depressurizing. Fuck. Hating this. Just shadow me, Taylor. You too, Samuels.
Affirmative.
Fuck happened here? My God, Ripley. You're doing good, Taylor. Just keep moving!
Taylor Ripley, hold on!
Samuels! Taylor! Respond! Anybody! Okay.
Well, that was definitely not a good way to start off getting to the ship, being separated from the 2 others, but like immediately this game just draws you in. I know it does for me. And again, look at this detail on the helmet. Everything. Look at that, the air particles. God damn. I love these almost scuba gear looking spacesuits. I don't know, there's something about them. Alright, our first save on the actual ship. So this is Sevastopol. And I know if it was me, I definitely would not want to be on here right now, but you kind of understand with her viewpoint. Oh, goddamn. Especially after seeing stuff like that. You wouldn't want to be here, but you can see from her viewpoint, she wants to find out what happens to her mother pretty bad, so she's gonna try and pull through. Right off the bat, we kind of get a look at the vent systems that you can use throughout the game to kind of avoid the direct contact with the alien. It doesn't save you from him getting at you, because he can definitely go in there, but it kind of saves you from having to go through big rooms where he may be in. You can kind of sneak around. Unless you make a lot of noise, he won't know you're in there. She's just getting beaten up right off the bat. Another thing too, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but there's sort of these computers. I know I logged in on one at the beginning. There was another one just back there before she fell. It's kind of a collectible type thing. You can collect each of the records that are on them, as well as there's recordings. You'll also find recordings in the form of almost like a cassette disc player, or cassette player. That's one of the other collectibles. If I see any of those, I'll probably play them, but I'm not going to go out of my way to find all the computers and get every record. Unless it has to do with the actual area, then excuse me. Oh god, that creepy radio. Turn that off. Think how weird it would be to just walk around a place like this with no other people. Usually this place would probably be busy and there'd be people everywhere. All the graffiti too, wow.
Doesn't anything here work?
So what I just picked up there was kind of a little map of the area, so it basically just will show you maybe things that you can't see or haven't found yourself, ventilation systems and other rooms that are kind of to the side or locked. Sometimes before you even venture into the area, so it's always good because then you can kind of get a feel of where you need to go and places you can run to hide and whatnot. Yeah, that was not the noise you want to hear. So these are one of the little computers. See, you got these little audio things that you can play.
Turner, get back here now. We have a track somewhere.
And this will turn our power back on.
Lock the terminal down, kill the power, and don't forget your reports. Make them thorough. We're gonna need our paperwork to be bulletproof when this shit's over. Wait.
They are running somewhere in a hurry. You can see here, if you don't notice, there's a code there, 0340. So you'll find those in these computers. Not every one, that's why I said I'm not going to bother going and reading everything. But some of them, you'll know. You'll find a locked door with kind of a passcode on them that you'll see in a sec here. Yeah, just one of these. So if you find one of those, I would check the computers in the area because it's guaranteed that there's going to be a code to open the door. And with that code and the unlocking of the door, you can find all sorts of cool things, just like our first blueprint. And that's a good collectible to get right off the bat. I don't know if many people miss that, but it's just not something you're used to doing. And right at the beginning of the game, they give you the medkit blueprint, so I'll show you guys how we make those here. There we go. So yeah, all that stuff that we've been picking up has its usefulness. seems like random garbage, but you can only carry a certain amount of each thing. I think it's up to 6 of the bottom 3 materials, and I think only 3 of the top ones, so it's not very many. So whenever you have a chance and you have full materials, make what you can for sure, if it means that you can't pick up other things. Because you never know what area you're going to get to. There might be nothing, might be something.
What the hell happened here?
There's a door over there that we can't get through yet. You do venture back to areas later on in the game, whether it's story related or you just choose to go back because you remember that there's a door. For now, we can't go in there, so.
The Torrens. I'm here. I'm right here. Verlaine! Damn it!
Okay, so, yeah, just out of reach. Ship probably wouldn't have even seen her, even if they were looking. Just another little power station here. Start it back up. Huh, nope.
Houses the workers and families living on Sevastopol, as well as providing executive suites for traveling businessmen.
But yeah, so to go back to kind of that door, you basically get different devices and upgrades later that allow you to go through different areas of the ship that you're basically restricted from right now, so. That's why it's good to search and unlock any of those doors, because you never know what you'll find.
Julia Jones, today's update. After numerous demands, Marshal Waits finally called a public meeting to address the rumors that have been circulating on Sevastopol. But instead of the answers we wanted, he continued to be evasive, and after only a few minutes, he and his team were pelted by projectiles from an angry crowd. A gun was fired, there was panic, and now Waits and what's left of his team are forcibly ejecting us from the terminal. Feels like we're on our own now.
This whole damn place is falling apart.
Definitely wouldn't want to be on a ship like this. Especially after seeing just more I don't know, just things you don't want to see. Normally when you'd see a person, you'd think, oh, safety, but in this case, it's just survival, so.
That's gotta be the exit up ahead.
Alright, so we're gonna end the video there. That was the first episode for the Alien Isolation playthrough. If you like it, keep an eye out for the second one. This game is amazing. It's beautiful, detailed, the storyline's very, very good. And again, if you're a fan of the Alien series and you haven't played it or seen it, try it out for yourself, or keep watching these videos and let me know what you guys think. So, as always, thanks for watching, guys.